Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're talking about a massive, fundamental shift in how we find things online. The old rules of search, they're being completely rewritten. And honestly, if you're not paying attention, you are running a real risk of just disappearing.
So let's just kick things off with a pretty provocative question. Is your website invisible to AI? I mean, really think about it. If your strategy is still all about traditional search engines, the answer might be a hard yes. But don't worry, we're going to get into how you can fix that.
All right, here's the game plan. We'll start with a quick refresher on the old rules of search, the stuff we all know. Then, we'll dive into the AI revolution that's changing everything. I'll introduce you to what answer engines are, and then we'll have a little SEO versus AEO showdown. Spoiler, we'll show you why you actually need both. And finally, we'll take a peek into the future of finding anything, anywhere.
Okay, first up, the old rules of search. To really get a handle on where we're going, we've got to be crystal clear on where we've been.
For years, years, the name of the game has been search engine optimization, right? SEO. It's that whole art and science of clawing your way to the top of Google's results. The mission was super simple. Get that click, drive that traffic. That's it.
And we all know the playbook, don't we? You target the right keywords, you hustle for backlinks to build your authority, you make sure your site is lightning fast and technically sound, and you create awesome content. The entire strategy was built to convince an algorithm that your link, your little blue link, was the best one on the page. But then, the ground started to shake. The AI search revolution showed up, and that old rulebook, it got torn to shreds.
You know, as Farshad Tahir from Opt-in Monster puts it, Google doesn't just show 10 blue links anymore. That whole era is officially over. Search results today are dynamic, they're interactive. They're powered by AI that wants to give you the answer right then and there, not just point you to a bunch of websites. And if you need a number to wrap your head around this, get this. A staggering 60% of informational searches now end without a single click to a website. Why? Because AI-powered summaries and answers are right at the top of the page. So if your whole strategy is still about getting that click, you're fighting for a piece of a pie that's shrinking fast.
So this new world, it demands a totally new approach. We have to say hello to the era of answer engines, and with it, a brand new discipline, AEO.
Answer Engine Optimization, or AEO, is way more than just a new buzzword. It's a complete shift in thinking. The goal isn't just to rank your link anymore. The new goal is to become the answer. You're not trying to earn a click. You're trying to become the citable source that the AI itself uses.
So, how do you actually play this new game? Well, the AEO playbook looks a little different. It's about creating content that directly answers questions. It's about using structured data, basically little signposts for AI to understand your content. It's about writing answer first, and most importantly, it's about demonstrating what Google calls EEAT, experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness.
Okay, so we've got our two contenders. Now it's time for the main event, the SEO versus AEO showdown. Let's really put them side by side and see how they stack up. Let's break this down. With traditional SEO, your primary goal is driving traffic, right? You're focused on keywords and backlinks, and your big win is a high click-through rate. But with AEO, it's different. The goal is to get your content featured directly in AI answers. The focus shifts to things like featured snippets and getting cited, and you're measuring success by how many times your brand shows up as the source. It's a move from getting people to your site to getting your information into the answer itself.
So who wins? Which one should you focus on? Well, here's the big twist in our story. This isn't a battle. The smartest strategy is actually the Great Alliance.
I love this quote from Pragya Singh Chauhan. It says AEO is an evolution and a critical complement to traditional SEO, not a replacement. That hits the nail on the head. AEO isn't here to kill SEO. It's here to build on top of it. You simply can't have a great AEO strategy without a solid SEO foundation.
And you know what the bridge between these two worlds is? It's that EEAT thing we mentioned. Your experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness. This is the bedrock for both. I mean, think about it. Experience is showing you've actually done the thing you're talking about. Expertise is proving you know your stuff. Authoritativeness is your reputation. Are other experts pointing to you? And trustworthiness is just being accurate. These aren't just buzzwords. They're signals that help you rank in old-school search, but they are exactly what AI models are trained to look for to find a reliable source. It's the common ground.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. The data is clear. Over half, 52% of the sources that get cited in Google's AI overviews are already ranking in the top 10. The takeaway here is undeniable. You have to be good at SEO just to get a ticket to the AEO game. Your rank is what gets you in the door.
So let's wrap this up by looking ahead. What does all this mean for the future of how we find things? Well, we are officially moving beyond just keywords. We're entering the world of concepts.
The future really isn't about chasing a long list of keywords anymore. It's about building true authority around a topic. It's about becoming that go-to, trusted, citable source that both people and AI turn to when they need an answer they can count on. So, I'll just leave you with this one final thought. In this new world, AI isn't just giving you a list of websites anymore, it's giving you the answer. So the only real question left for you to figure out is, will your brand be the source? Thanks for tuning in.